Before we dive into today's hot topic, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss an update on your Chicago Bulls. Trust me, you don't want to miss this one. Let's take a moment to imagine something truly shocking. A legendary Olympic basketball player, someone who's seen it all on the international stage, leaving Michael Jordan off his all-time Team USA lineup. Sounds impossible, right? Yet, this is exactly what happened recently, and it's causing waves across the basketball world, especially among Chicago Bulls fans. The player in question? None other than Carmelo Anthony, a name synonymous with Olympic basketball greatness. Now, let's break it down. Carmelo Anthony may never have captured that elusive NBA championship ring, but when it comes to representing the United States on the Olympic stage, his resume is unparalleled. Melo isn't just another player who suited up for Team USA. He's the guy who set the record for the highest scoring game in the history of the team. 4 Olympics, 4 medals. That's the kind of consistency and excellence few can claim. So, when Carmelo talks about Olympic basketball, people listen. He's got the credentials, the experience, and the respect of players and fans alike. In August, Melo sat down with Basket News for an interview that quickly turned into headline material. The question posed to him seemed straightforward. Who would be in your all-time Olympic starting 5? But the answer Melo gave has left many fans, especially those loyal to the Chicago Bulls, scratching their heads and questioning his choices. Carmelo's picks? Himself, of course, Kevin Durant, LeBron James, Kobe Bryant, and, wait for it, Charles Barkley. Yes, you heard that correctly. The 5th spot didn't go to Michael Jordan, the player widely regarded as the greatest of all time. Instead, it went to Barkley, a player Melo felt deserved recognition over MJ, at least when it comes to their Olympic careers. And that, my friends, is where the controversy begins. Why Barkley over Jordan? Melo's reasoning is as fascinating as it is controversial. He pointed out that while Michael Jordan's contribution to the 1992 Dream Team is nothing short of iconic, it was also his only Olympic appearance. Melo argued that his choices were based on players who had a more extensive career in FIBA basketball, which includes multiple Olympic appearances. In Carmelo's eyes, that longevity and continued excellence over multiple tournaments mattered more than a single, albeit legendary, Olympic outing. But let's not gloss over the fact that Barkley's Olympic career isn't exactly extensive either. Barkley played in 2 Olympic Games, the same number as Kobe Bryant. So, why Barkley? Why not someone like Jason Kidd, who Melo himself admitted could have been a strong contender based on his criteria? Kidd, after all, played a crucial role in multiple Team USA victories, including 2 Olympic golds. The fact that Melo even mentioned Kidd in this conversation suggests that his list wasn't as set in stone as it might initially appear. And then there's the argument about Michael Jordan's impact. The 1992 Dream Team wasn't just any team. It was the team that changed basketball forever. Jordan was more than just a player on that roster. He was the face of a movement that turned the global spotlight onto basketball. His presence in that team didn't just bring home gold. It solidified basketball as a global sport, inspiring countless young players around the world. Can the importance of that single Olympic appearance really be understated? When Carmelo created his list of the greatest Olympic athletes of all time, he narrowed it down to just 4 names: himself, LeBron James, Kevin Durant, and Kobe Bryant. He emphasized the importance of playing in multiple Olympics, citing how challenging it is to maintain that level of performance over several years and how the opportunity to compete in 4 different Olympics is an extraordinary accomplishment in itself. For Melo, that kind of consistency is what earns you a place on his personal Mount Olympus of Olympic basketball. However, let's not forget that Carmelo was specifically asked to exclude NBA achievements when making this list. This means that if NBA titles, MVPs, and overall career dominance were considered, Michael Jordan would almost certainly have a spot on anyone's all-time lineup, including Melo's. After all, we're talking about the player who led the Chicago Bulls to 6 NBA championships and redefined what it means to be a winner. If the NBA was factored in, would Melo have made the same choices? It's hard to say, but it certainly adds another layer to this already complex debate. So, what do you think, Bulls Nation? Does Carmelo's argument hold water, or is this just another case of a player trying to justify leaving out the greatest of all time? Is it fair to weigh Olympic performances more heavily than the overall impact a player has had on the game? Should Michael Jordan's singular, yet monumental, Olympic experience be enough to secure his spot, or does Melo have a point in focusing on players who have had longer careers on the international stage? Before you go, don't forget to smash that subscribe button and hit the notification bell so you're always the first to know about the latest Bulls news. We've got plenty more discussions, debates, and deep dives coming your way, so stay tuned.